Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of A Gentleman's Guide for Dummies. How you doing this morning, kid?
I'm good, man. How you?
Good, good. I was flipping through social media this morning, and I was looking. There was this post from I think Entertainment Tonight on my news feed. I don't know why it was there.
That's a weird
But,
thing to have on your Instagram.
Yeah, I know, but you know how it is. The news feed is always random.
Right.
But I was looking up. Obviously, you know the whole scandal with the whole college scandal from that woman from Full House. What's her name?
Lori Loughlin.
Lori Loughlin, yeah. How she basically paid the people to kind of, allow her daughter to go in. Her daughter was recently interviewed about it.
Right.
And what she said kind of got on my nerves in a bit. And this is what I want to break down. So basically, she says that she blames her mother and claims that she always will. And that she's not ready to forgive her. Now, okay, let's break this down for 1 second here. What her mother did was messed up.
Right.
There's no excuse for that.
Yeah, you
okay.
can't say no.
The reason why there's no excuse for it is because she went out of her way to pay for her daughter to get into a college her daughter most likely didn't even earn or deserve to get into in the first place.
Right.
Because of that reason, somebody else, okay, some random person who maybe had the grades for it
And was deserving.
who deserved to get in, lost their opportunity to get into that college. So when you think of it in that aspect, what she did was it was really messed up.
Right.
That being said, now let's be honest here. From a mother's point of view, what she did was awful. But then again, I feel like the core reason why she did it was because like how every other parent thinks they want the best for their kid.
Of course. Of course.
Granted, the way she went about wanting the best for her child was not a way that I personally suggest anybody does.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was just a mother looking out for a child. That's the reason why this type of claim bothers me. Because I feel like she's just a spoiled brat. I understand your mom put you in a very uncomfortable situation. A lot of people aren't the biggest fans of her now.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, to bash your mother like that on an interview, it's just kind of like you don't want the blame on you whatsoever. That's such a cheap move.
Right.
I'm going to be honest. Your mother's going to pay for it no matter what.
Exactly.
Okay? So you bashing her now just to save face is kind of like, I'm going to be honest with you, that's kind of like, okay, you're such a little spoiled bitch.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, the whole thing is, from my aspect of what I've heard of that situation, it's like, not only that, but, it's weird. Like, you got accepted to this college. I mean, I don't know how smart or how stupid this girl is. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really.
Obviously, yeah.
I've never. She has a YouTube channel, but I've never seen it. I just recently found out about her. I never knew about this girl.
Yeah.
But like, you got to remember something, right? Let's be honest here. If you didn't have the grades and you tried to apply for a school and you know you're not going to get in, you didn't find that weird that you got accepted? Like, if I applied for Harvard fucking college, and I got accepted, I'd be like, either black magic, praying to Satan, or someone paid someone off to get me into this place.
But see, that's what I wanted to bring up. That's why I feel I personally wouldn't be surprised if she knew what her mother was doing.
I don't either.
I don't want to speculate.
Right.
I don't like speculating because that might not be the case. But let's be honest. Would you be surprised if you knew that she was fully aware what her mother was doing?
I would be like, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure she probably worked with her mother to get her in.
Exactly.
Let's be honest here.
And because of that reason, because of that thought is the reason why I hate the fact that she said that.
Right.
Because I feel like putting that aspect together with the whole story is kind of like you said, you really think the grades that she got probably weren't good enough in the first place. That's why her mother had to pay for her to get in.
Right.
So I don't think she's that stupid to be like, wait a minute, these grades clearly aren't that good enough, but I got in.
Yeah.
So she's completely oblivious to how did this happen? No, she probably
I was thinking
knew.
it's either that or, let's say, not trying to defend her if she did have something to do with it. If she didn't, then okay.
Yeah.
She didn't have nothing to do with it. But I'm saying also maybe her aspect, maybe she thought, oh, I got in because of my mother's name and who she is.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's the case. Maybe she did know.
That's a strong possibility.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, I feel like when you look at college in general, when you look at all those Ivy League schools, let's be realistic here. About 90% of the people that get into those colleges are there because of some sort of hookup.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You're either because you're famous and your parents... I honestly feel like she's not the only one that has done that.
Oh, no.
There
no.
has to be so many other actresses and actors that have probably done that for their children, just that no one's going to call them out because they probably have a little more power in Hollywood, so everything's hush-hush.
Right. And you got to know something, too. In college's eyes... That's good. When you have a celebrity go to your college, you could be like, oh, guess who? You know Lori Loughlin's daughter? Well, before this happened, you know Lori Loughlin's daughter? She went here.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, really? Like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, look, like, what's his name, right? I think attended a ceremony about 2 years ago. Michael Keaton. And he graduated from there. I forgot what school it was. But imagine that. You go there, they're like, oh, Michael Keaton graduated from
obviously,
here. You're like
yeah.
a fan of him or something.
It catches people's attention. But like I was saying...
It's embarrassing, though, like, to have that happen. Like,
obviously it is.
Like, but that's the thing. It's like, again, I agree with you. It's like, dude, you know, your mother did something wrong. Are you ready not to forgive? Like, come on. That's your mother. She loves you, and that's the reason she did it.
Yeah, it's a stupid statement. I would be, if I was in the position, I was completely oblivious as to what happened, as to why I got into college, I would be furious at my parents.
Right.
No doubt about it, because it's like you put me in this situation where now I have to look like the villain. I get that.
Right.
But I personally, if I was in her position and if I was being interviewed, I wouldn't be like, my mother is the one to blame. Don't blame me at all. I'll never forgive her for this. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, it's not
I'd keep that to myself.
Right.
Because it's like now you look like such a dick for that.
Right. It's not like your mother punched a baby in the face and stole his candy.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
She got you into a Ivy
She got you
League
into a college. She did it in a very disrespectful way.
Yeah.
But come on, you're gonna get over it. Especially a person like her. She has everything she wants. She's gonna get over it so fast.
She's like, yeah, and I mean, like the friends she has too. Like forget it. You know, this girl said if she wanted to, she could leave college and start Hollywood.
Let me tell you something though. If she first of all, I don't think a girl in her position even needs college.
Oh no.
Let's be honest. Her parents are filthy rich.
Right.
Okay. They fucking paid for her college. That proves everything.
Yeah.
That's not a cheap college to get into.
Her dad, I think, is like a fashion designer. No?
Exactly. So what for her to go into college is literally just bragging rights.
Right.
A person in her position that's just for people like you and me to go into college. That's kind of like, okay, we want to earn a proper education. We want to make something out of ourselves. For a person she doesn't have to work a day in her life.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you understand the privilege that this girl has?
Exactly. No, and not only that, but I'll look at it from this aspect too. I like to look at it on both sides of the coin. If you want to go to college because like you just want to go to prove like you know you can do it and you can finish, I respect you for that because you know you're still doing it.
Obviously,
you don't have to, but you're doing it anyway. Like, but I mean, then again, you could. Not saying you have to go to like a shitty college because you're rich, but you can go to like a like a moderate college.
I feel that at the end of the day, you deserve to go to the school that you've earned the place in.
Right.
Respectfully.
That's the best way to put it.
If you studied your ass off and you got phenomenal grades, you apply for colleges that want those type of grades. If you did decent, you apply for colleges that accept decency. If you did, you know, you barely passed by the skin of your teeth.
Yeah.
You go to a community college. Okay. That's just the way it is. You know.
Yeah,
that's exactly. How that's just a fair process.
Right.
But this just shows that if you're in Hollywood, if you're famous, if you're rich, if you're quote unquote elite.
Right.
These fair aspects of life don't apply to you.
No, not at all.
And that's why people are so fed up with this shit.
I mean, now speaking of another thing that I recently saw,
okay.
I was talking to you about this a couple days ago. Yeah. This was funny. I saw this on a friend's Facebook. So there's this girl. Her name is Jessie Taylor.
Okay.
She's a blogger, I guess. And
she's like a Instagrammer. She's like an Instagram model or something.
Yeah,
like
quote unquote model.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a story because she had like 113,000 followers.
Okay.
And her like Instagram page got deleted.
All right.
So she fucking threw a fit.
I saw the video. She flipped out.
She was having like a hyperventilation attack. It was the funny okay. Look, I'm not trying to laugh at this girl's quote unquote unfortunate situation.
It's just the way she went about it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so this girl's going off because the thing that pissed me off but fucking made me laugh so much is the fact that she's dreading because she has to get a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
Welcome to the real world, sweetheart.
But you know what made me laugh even more was when she admitted as to what she did before she became Instagram famous.
Yeah.
She's like, I was a prostitute.
Yeah.
I used to strip for money. I was like, well, then that's an entrepreneurial type job. Go
Yeah.
back to it in the meantime.
Yeah.
Not just like a dick.
No, I know.
If your Instagram account is down, do a side hustle. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, or go back to McDonald's. They're paying like $18 an hour.
But see,
now.
this is what when she mentioned the whole McDonald's thing, I was kind of like, okay, you're a twat.
Yeah.
When she was like, I have to go back to work at McDonald's. She's like, and then she realized what she said and how she said it. She's like, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, like she caught herself.
She
like,
caught herself. I was like, okay, you clearly look down to people that work minimum wage jobs.
And this is the reason maybe your channel got
That's
deleted.
probably why, yeah.
I'm gonna let me see if I can play a snippet here, because this was too much. But it's so funny because she was literally bawling her eyes out, and then she goes,
But I want to say this. To a certain extent, I get it. I wouldn't agree with how she went about it because I think it was a little too dramatic.
right,
But obviously, we live in a world that nowadays it relies a lot around technology. Social media has become such a huge thing where people actually are working full-time jobs
right,
on social media.
right.
Look at these Instagram models. They take pictures of their butts. They take a few pictures of like some detox tea that they drink.
Oh my God, yeah.
And they get paid for that loads of money.
Right.
Loads of money. So they do that full time. Now just imagine that account gets deleted. She technically doesn't even have a job now. She doesn't have an income. So to a certain extent, I'm not defending her.
Right.
I understand why she's getting, all rattled up about it. But she took it to like a whole new level. Why would you make a video about that? You think people are gonna sympathize with you? Most part, people be like, "Yo, you're a bitch."
Yeah.
But yeah, like most people, they won't sympathize with you. They'll see you hysterically crying they'll be like, "Oh, she's just doing this for attention." You know how people are. Is it messed up? But that's just it is.
That's
but
life.
I feel like that's just life. That's natural human reaction to that.
Right. And that's the whole thing. It's like, not only that, but it's like, you're bashing people that have a 9-to-5.
Yeah, as if like
that's a majority of the world that has a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you're kind of bitching at a job that you don't really have to do much.
Yeah, you take a few pictures a day. You get a few likes, comments.
Right.
Some company says, "Hey, advertise this for me." You take a picture, you make a video that's a minute long, and you're making more money than the dude that's working 9-to-5 Monday through Friday, trying to pay his bills and put food on the table.
Right.
Okay, but this is why I agree with you. Why it's so stupid. When you hear how much money these Instagrammers make, these YouTubers make,
Right.
your head explodes.
Yeah.
You're like, that's unbelievable. You do that just by making videos.
Right.
Okay.
Didn't what's his name say that recently? Right. The one you were telling me, Jeff. Didn't he
Jeff.
Jeff that like?
Yeah,
that
he
was
made.
dating?
Yeah, like I was watching. This was an old video of his, and he said that a company wanted to pay him $10,000 just to make like a few seconds, like a minute long video to promote it. $10,000.
Imagine that.
Now just imagine you do just imagine you do like 4 or 5 a month.
That would be amazing.
You're making more money in a month than people are in a year.
You're making someone's whole salary in a month.
So please don't complain to me that your channel got deleted. You by now, how much money you've been making, you should have some saved on the side.
Right.
Not some. I'm talking about a huge load of money.
Yeah.
So her reaction is very dramatic.
Yeah.
But then again, if you think about it, she's probably one of those girls that probably spent absurd amount of money.
Oh yeah.
She probably spends it here and there. That's why she's like, I messed up.
I don't have anything.
I don't have anything left. Yeah. So maybe that's the reason why she's crying like a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, here's the little snippet that I can get from what I got.
Hey guys, so like I'm in the middle of editing, and my Instagram account got deleted, and I'm trying to get it back. I'm calling everybody I can, and I don't know why it's not working out for me. I'm in LA because of this. I'm in LA because I want to be on Instagram, and I'm
That's another thing that pisses me the fuck off so much.
What?
She has the balls to be like, "Oh, I moved to LA so I don't have to work."
Jesus Christ. Okay, but see, this is when I always tell you why I'm not a big fan of LA.
Yeah.
It's not because of the locations, because of the fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
They
I
have
know
this
what you mean.
they have this mentality. I'm sorry.
There's a self-entitled mentality.
Yeah, I apologize if there's anybody listening to this that's from LA or is a big fan of that place. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I can't. I personally feel when I see these LA people, I can't get along with them.
Right. Right.
It's
I
like
can't
they
either.
have this
I don't
like
relate to them.
I don't relate to them. There's like this weird sense of self entitlement to them.
Are you kidding?
Where they're just like they think they're in a whole nother level above everybody else.
Right.
So come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I hate that shit. It's like when she said that too, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Now it's getting fucking excessive.
Yeah, it's like you want me to sympathize with you because you're crying because your Instagram account. Think how far we've come as a society, where people will sympathize with a person whose Instagram account got deleted.
Not because they're starving of hunger.
Yeah, it's not because
you know.
I live in a low-income neighborhood. I fear that I'm gonna get robbed every day. Someone in my family got shot. No, none of that shit. It's my Instagram account got deleted.
Oh,
Do you believe that shit?
No, and I think this is the reason aliens, like, if they actually exist, never come here.
That's probably the reason why.
Fucking stupid. They're like
They're observing. They're like, you know
people.
what? It's best if we stay where we are.
You know what? Maybe when the world ends, maybe it'll bring less, like less people that are fucking like stupid like
Stupid.
this. Yeah. I'm sorry. Look, again, I agree. I don't hate LA. The area's beautiful. It's just the people there. They go like you literally go there. I get it. You want to make it big as an actor or actress, whatever.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's so fucking easy to make it as a quote unquote actor or actress or model. You open up
depends.
fucking Instagram. You open up Snapchat.
Yeah.
Those are fuck.
There's
Come
so
on.
many. Yeah, there's so many ways to like
There's
brand.
so many apps.
There's
It's
so many ways to
ridiculous.
branch out, especially if you're like a good looking. Like I'm telling you, that's why there's so many Instagram models.
Oh
It
my
makes your
God.
head spin. It's kind of like, as a guy, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm a big fan. You got a nice body, but then again, I'm scrolling through Instagram. I see one picture, then I see another picture, then I see another picture. It's like
It's a reoccurring theme.
It's a reoccurring theme. It's just kind of like you're just so stimulated by this shit. You're kind of like you get used to it. You're
Yeah.
kind of like it's nothing new. Like,
Yeah.
whatever, cool. You have a big ass.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats, by the way.
I told you about it though. What they do over there. Apparently, I found out.
There's
There's a procedure that they get done for their asses. It's like a huge suction cup, and they put it on both cheeks.
Okay.
It's not a joke, and apparently it just swells up like their butt, and it makes them. Yeah, I know it's funny sounding, but I've seen pictures.
Holy
and
shit.
and then when you go online, you see like, you really think all these women have phenomenal voluptuous butts?
Nah, well, I mean, either that or they're all going to the gym and doing squats.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I call bullshit on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I don't believe it either.
I drink this tea. I take these protein shakes. I take these pills. I do these workouts, and in a month, my ass is fat. No, that's bullshit.
I'm gonna start drawing abs on and
Yeah, I know.
stop snapping pictures on Instagram and hopefully somebody promotes me. I'll draw fucking abs and then be like, guess what? I took this shitty protein shake and it tasted like ass, but I took it
Yeah.
anyway. You guys should buy it too.
But this is the thing, though. I don't know about you, but I would be embarrassed if I had that type of mentality where I'm lying to people just so I can reel more people in for my
Right.
own success. I think that's
Right.
because eventually, wouldn't you always fear that you're gonna get caught? And some people, okay, with the whole Instagram thing, I feel like no one really cares. Let's be honest. As a guy,
I don't. Yeah.
I found out that that's the procedures they do. Do I care? No, I'm still gonna like the pictures.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna
But-
hit that hard button right down there.
Exactly.
I don't care.
But going down the line, that's just like one little example. There's
Right.
so many people that go online and they tell these stories about how their life is this and that. It's like, dude, we all know you're lying. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, yeah. No, there's a lot of YouTubers that I wonder about.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about now. Again, I don't want to bring up YouTubers all the time, but it is YouTubers mostly. When they tell their story and shit, and they're like, I grew up hard. I mean, you're in LA. I get it. Maybe not all of California is nice. Obviously, there's shitty areas there. There's shitty areas everywhere you go.
Yeah.
But you're like a white dude. Like the people that I watch, like the people that I see talk
Yeah.
about their lives. You're white people. How bad could it really be?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm not
Especially
trying
when
to judge. Maybe
No,
you
no,
did
no,
have
no.
a shit life, but I'm saying like some of them they
They-
just do it to get more views.
They don't look like they do. But yeah, man. I don't know. That's one thing that I just I'm not a fan of. I think it's just embarrassing. Like, just be honest,
Yeah.
because you end up fucking yourself over in the long run.
Yeah, seriously.
But well, speaking about Hollywood scandals, you heard about the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing?
No, what happened?
Okay. So apparently they were, I think, either dating or they were married.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I really don't pay attention to a lot of this Hollywood
Ever heard
shit.
the one that played Mara?
The one that played Mara, yeah. She
Is she like really a lot younger than Johnny Depp?
I think she is. But
Okay.
so they were together, and apparently there was this huge conflict. Apparently, like she was accusing him that he was beating her. Okay.
Okay.
So he was beating her. And a lot of people, you know, especially women, were like outraged. They're like,
Right.
oh my God, I can't believe this. What a scumbag, this and that. I was like, okay, if he's genuinely beating her, if that's really the case, then that's awful.
Right.
That's disgusting. So apparently I think she either, I don't quote me on it. For people that listen to this, I might be speaking on my ass, but I think she sued him for, or whatever, like, you know, and he countersued her. So this entire time, there was no proof of anything, and people were jumping on her defense, saying, I can't believe he hits women. What a jerk. I feel so bad for her. I was like, okay, whatever. Recently, I think he countersued her.
Okay.
Okay? And this man has actual evidence, videotapes apparently, and discussions where she was basically lying. That didn't happen, and she was actually abusing him.
Oh my God.
And I think apparently a few of her friends. I have to look this up because I don't want to fucking say that I'm lying over here.
Right.
But apparently she just made the whole thing up.
Because she felt like it.
Because she felt like it. She didn't. They were close to ending their relationship.
She was mad.
She wanted to basically ruin the man's reputation, and she did with a lot of people. Every time it would pop up on Instagram.
Right.
I would see a lot of comments, obviously for mostly women, saying how like I said before, they're just so appalled, they're just disgusted by him. She's a queen, she's a sweetheart. I'm just like, and the idea that she had no proof of what he was doing to her.
But people still defended this.
People
woman.
still defended her, and that irks me. Because I honestly feel like in this day and age, people will just defend women just for the sake of it. And hear me out before anybody throws a tantrum. If a man hurts a woman in any way, sexually assaults her, beats her, he deserves to pay for it.
Right.
Without a doubt in my mind.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You deserve the worst kind of punishment.
Exactly. But logically speaking, I need proof if you want me to stand by you. I can't just take your word for it. Just because you're emotional about what happened,
right,
doesn't mean that I have to jump on it. You could be accusing somebody and ruining their life just because of something that happened. You didn't get your way. You're mad at them, this and that. Like, people are spiteful and they lie.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah. So they jumped on that and they accused him, but yet there was no proof. And now that he actually has proof, where are all those people who were defending her?
Well, now, now they forget about that.
Of course they do.
Because now the person that was being accused, and she was the one that was getting beat, now it's now she's the bad guy. So they don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
This brings me up to that same reason why I can't stand Rose McGowan.
Oh my God.
That woman, I fucking can't stand her. She is so quick to crucify a man. Fucking
honestly, I've never seen anybody quicker than that. But the hypocrisy on that
Oh
woman,
my God,
the straight hypocrisy on that woman,
like that friend of hers, the one that sexually assaulted the dude.
That Italian actress, Asia Argento, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, this woman, every time there's a man that's being accused of sexual assault, she's the first one that pops up on Twitter saying, this, and that. My bad. He should be jailed for this horrible, guy, whatever she says. I blank out when I see her tweets. There was apparently a situation where this girl, this woman, Italian actress Asia Argento, she apparently sexually assaulted a 17-year-old kid.
Right.
She was, by the way, I think in her mid-20s when this happened. So last time I checked, the age of consent is 18 and over. I mean, to be an adult, I mean.
Right. Right.
And the kid basically called her out. I think he sued her. I think he basically, stated that he basically, kind of took initiative, if you get what I'm saying. And he basically, didn't do anything about it. That technically counts as rape because he's like, I didn't consent. I didn't do anything. I was too young for that anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think this girl did? Do you think she went?
Rose McGowan.
Yeah, Rose McGowan. Do you think she went? That woman deserves to be put in jail. She deserves to pay for what she's done. No. All of a sudden, she thinks logically.
Yeah.
When a woman is being accused. Now we don't have all the facts, so let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. You know how many people were fucking outraged in that? Like, I'm talking about men and women. They're like, the hypocrisy in your fucking voice in this tweet, you saying we should forgive this woman, but yet you'll be quick to fucking crucify if this was a guy.
Yeah.
God forbid this was a guy.
Yeah. And guess what? It went right under the radar.
Right.
It was brought up. I think I saw like a article about it on BuzzFeed. Died out. Yet every other and I'm telling you, for those listening here, I'm not first and foremost, I hate people who defend men just for the sake of it, and I hate people who defend women just for the sake of them being women.
Right.
I want proof as to what fucking happened. Right. I want to hear from all angles, and I want to judge the situation appropriatally.
Right.
Okay. Forget emotion. Okay, because that's the worst thing you can do in this situation. I understand when you hear a woman was sexually assaulted. As a human, your natural reaction is to react emotionally.
Yeah, and you're pissed off.
Because you're pissed off. But to solve the problem the right way, you have to think logically.
Right, and you need to hear from all sides. Because you know something? A lot of people, I'm not saying everyone, because it's clearly not fucking everyone, but a lot of people are a good judge of character, and you can tell when someone's bullshitting.
Obviously.
I could tell. When someone's bullshitting me, I could be like, this motherfucker is bullshitting me.
It's bullshitting me.
I could tell, like, and that's the whole thing. It's like, look, again, I'm the type of person, I like to defend whoever it is in the right that I know is in the right. But it's like, coming from a guy's perspective, because I'm a guy. Yeah. It's kind of scary because it's like no matter what, if I get some girl fucking pissed at me, she could just randomly go up to the authorities and be like, oh, this guy raped her. Yeah. And my fucking career is over, and I have no chance of like.
They don't give you a chance to fight for it, and that's what I'm telling you.
And it's sad because this is the country where it's innocent until proven guilty. It's supposed to fucking be, but apparently it's not.
Apparently it's not. No, because too many people are emotional. And like I'm saying, I'm not trying to downplay. I'm not trying to victim shame. That's not what I'm doing. I just feel like certain these scandals that have popped up. Right. Honestly speaking, some of them were, I think, blown way out of proportion, and that's what bothers me. Right. Like with the whole Aziz Ansari thing. You've heard about the whole Aziz Ansari thing. Apparently, this was like 2 years ago when the scandal first came out. Right. He met this girl somewhere at a bar. Okay. They took a liking to each other. Okay. They eventually went out on a date. They had a good time. Both of them eventually consented, like adults, to go back to his place. All right. Now, when they back to his place, they ended up hooking up. All right. I can't remember if they actually had actual sex. I think it was just oral. Okay. Okay. But the story goes how she first started off. She consented with it. She was okay with it. She went down on him. Okay. Okay, for a few minutes. All right. All of a sudden, it clicks into her head that she doesn't want to do it anymore. So she apparently, this is what the story was written. She comes up and she says, I don't really think we should be doing this and that. And now he goes, nah, like whatever, listen, we're already doing it. Why not just continue? Now, right. This is apparently where the scandal came in. Okay. A guy who has a woman performing oral sex on him is trying to respectfully convince her to, it's not all that bad. Fine, it's fine. We're already doing it. Right. They made it look like he grabbed her by her head and it's like, you're going to finish when I say you're done. That's when I would be like, okay, this guy's a prick. Yeah, but let's be honest. Aziz Ansari. Have you seen him?
Yeah, I mean, he's shorter than my mother.
Yeah, I don't think he would be able to overpower anybody. Yeah. So this is what pissed me off. That's all he had to say for her to go right back down on him. And apparently this went back and forth for a few times. So you're telling me that, so she went out and she told a story about how she felt sexually assaulted. She was hurt. When I heard this story, I go, honestly, bitch, you're really just trying to ruin this guy's career. You want your 15 minutes of fame and you want to ruin his career. Right. You consented with him. You went down on him. Yeah. That was your personal choice. When you decided to change your mind all of a sudden, that's fine. That's fine. You can feel like I just don't want to do this anymore. The guy's getting oral sex performed on him. He's not gonna be like, okay, fine, whatever, sure, leave, bye. I'm gonna put my pants on.
Yeah, no.
It's the heat of the moment. He's the fact that he said it in such a respectful way irks me because that apparently that was still bad.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what,
And you still
no
went
means
back
no.
down.
Fine. If no means no, if I was getting oral sex performed on me, and a girl said, if she got up after 10 minutes going, 10 minutes is a pretty long time. But if she got up saying,
I get what you mean, yeah.
If she just said, I just don't want to do this anymore, I'm not going to force her to do it. I'm just going to be like, I mean, we're already doing it. What's wrong with it? What convinced you to stop out of nowhere?
Yeah, like, are you okay?
Yeah,
like,
even then, that's the most I would do. If she went, I really just don't feel comfortable anymore, I'd be like, all right, whatever. All right, we'll stop.
Problem.
We'll stop.
Yeah, no problem. We'll stop.
So the fact that he just said, come on, it's no big deal. We're already doing it. And then she went back down on me means that she wanted to do what she was doing. But she was obviously, I feel like in her mind, and now hear me out, I bet you every woman listening to this is like, what a fucking chauvinistic little prick.
Yeah, I know.
I honestly feel that from the way the story panned out, she saw an opportunity
Right.
during the whole Me Too movement. And she thought she can make a story out of this. So while she was doing that, she was planning on making this scenario one that she can justify as to why she called him out in the first place.
Right.
I feel like that's the reason why she kept going up and down. I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it. I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, to give like a reason like he was forcefully.
Yeah, he was forcefully.
manipulating
She
her to do
even
it.
admitted it that it wasn't the way she. It's not that she admitted it. She basically told the truth. It wasn't forceful. That's not a forceful way. If
Right.
if that's what you consider as force,
Yeah.
honestly, with all due respect, you're such a fragile human being.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, let's continue. It's not that big of
Yeah,
a deal.
that's not being forceful.
As I said, if he held her down,
Yeah.
different story.
Right.
That's disgusting.
Right, you're
What
a
do you
piece of
do?
shit,
You're a piece
yeah.
of shit. That's not what he did. This man ended up apologizing, and what bothers me now is that ever since then, you don't see him anywhere. I honestly feel that this man took it so personally where he got so afraid and he's afraid to show his face. He's in no movies.
Yeah.
He's in no TV shows, none of that.
Nothing. No. I know what you mean. Recently, did you hear about the other scandal?
What?
Speaking of like this whole thing, fucking Kristaps Porzingis.
What's with him now?
So remember he tore, I think, his ACL last season, right? That's why he's been out. Like he's
Oh,
no
okay.
longer on the Knicks team, but this is when he was still in New York.
Okay.
Tore his ACL. He had a chick that came over his house.
Yeah.
This woman, and so what happened was apparently they were there. I think they met at a club, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on the story, but
Yeah.
they met in a club. Again, he just had his fucking ACL tears. He just had it repaired.
Okay.
I don't know if it was tore or repaired. It was one of those. And he goes, okay, do you want to come back to my apartment?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, by the way, she goes, I'm a big fan
Okay.
of Porzingis. Like, he's one of my idols.
Mhm.
So he goes, and he's also one of my brother's idols. So she goes, okay. So she goes back to the hotel room. I mean, his house, his apartment. And she claims that they started fooling around, and he jumped on her and
Okay.
forcefully
What?
entered her.
Okay. Okay.
And she goes, I couldn't really fight it because he's a big guy.
All right.
And also the reason I didn't say anything is because I'm a huge New York Knicks fan, and I didn't want to get him in trouble.
Okay.
Now, there's two things wrong with this story.
Yeah.
Okay? Again, did Porzingis do this? I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Did
there's
he not do it? I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
there's no proof for that.
There's no
so,
proof.
Yeah.
So right now it's kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
But apparently there's two things that are wrong with the story. The one, the guy had his fucking ACL tear. Have you ever tried standing up if you had an
Yeah, that's
ACL tear?
that's an actual serious
You can't
injury.
move.
Yeah.
The guy was on the floor crippled when it happened.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
That's one. Two, you didn't want to say anything because you're a Knicks fan? I don't give a fuck whose allegiance you are. If you got raped, go and fucking... that's...
Imagine being sexually assaulted and going, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to ruin my team's reputation.
Right.
Or my idol's reputation.
Yeah.
You got sexually assaulted. Why not go say it right away?
Right. And guess what? She even said during the fucking interview that Porzingis was very apologetic. He was like, I'm very sorry if you felt uncomfortable. This was her,
but
from
obviously
her point
that,
of view.
but what, that wasn't enough?
No,
apparently?
he goes, I'm very sorry about this. He goes, I didn't mean to, I think something happened where apparently she got, like, during the whole thing going on,
Mm-hmm.
the altercation, she got busted up. I think her lip or something happened.
Okay.
I don't know how, but
Yeah.
it happened. So he was very, like, apologetic about it. He was like,
Okay.
I'm very sorry this happened. I didn't mean to. If you'd like to stay, you can stay. I'm not for, but if you want to leave, I understand.
Yeah.
He even went so far as to pay for her fucking brother's college.
Wow. Really?
That's how sorry he was.
Is she the one that said all these things, or?
And now there's apparently there was text messages between the Knicks organization and her
Okay.
saying we'll give you money to pay for your college. There's apparently
Okay.
we haven't
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
these fucking
Apparently.
things.
Yeah.
But and apparently it was a note written, but it was so poorly fucking written. Porzingis' name was spelled wrong. It was supposed to be a note from Porzingis,
Okay.
and his name was spelled wrong. So
That's
people
a
are
little
like,
weird.
"There's a red flag right there."
Yeah.
Pretty sure the guy would know how to spell his own name.
That's kind of obvious. That's like second.
Yeah,
it's literally
it's-
your second nature.
Uh-huh.
You're writing your name. You're not writing someone else's.
So they're saying that she signed the
She
paper.
was bullshitting 'cause she
and
wanted to make a story out of it,
And
yeah.
she said the reason that she did it most likely was because she wanted her brother's tuition to be paid.
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, dude, Porzingis, out of all fucking people, I know you don't watch basketball. You know how quiet this motherfucker
It
is?
doesn't matter if they know you're famous and they know you have a lot of money. They target you. But this is what bothers me is
Oh
because
my
honestly,
God.
this is the truth. Women like that ruin it for actual women who
Who are
actually
getting assaulted.
experienced
Yeah.
sexual assault and rape.
Right.
And then you're making it harder for them, for other people to believe it. Because let me tell you something. There are people who are emotional where if a woman accuses somebody of sexual assault, they'll believe them 100%. And
Right.
then there are people who are the other type of extreme where no matter what a woman says, they don't need proof. They're just emotional that a woman has said something and they're like, oh, she's lying. She's bullshitting.
Right.
You have to go right down the middle.
Right. You can't be both.
Yeah, but these type of women open up more opportunity for people who are just gonna be like, "You're a woman. I don't believe you,
don't
no
believe
matter
you."
what."
Yeah, and this is what's happening though in society now.
Yeah.
People are not believing women, and some of them that are actually getting sexually assaulted.
that's-
I feel so bad because they're saying they are, and nobody's helping.
No
because
one's
they're like,
helping
"This
because
is
it's
helping-
like,
this
yeah,
has happened too much."
because it's been proved too much. Not too much. It's been proved a few times that women have lied. I mean, the thing that you told me a few weeks ago about those black football
Oh,
players.
yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. The one with the girl.
Yeah.
She claimed she got. Now, for people that don't know, she claimed she got sexually assaulted by two football players, and like it was college football players. That's what she claimed. Even I even looked her up on like her Instagram.
Yeah.
She put hashtag #MeToo.
Of course she
Right.
did.
And now she comes out and she goes, "Oh no, they never sexually assaulted me. I didn't want to look like a slut in front of the guy I liked, so I made it up."
Yeah,
Now, thank God, she went to jail.
she did go to
She
jail.
did, but I think it's like a slap on the wrist type
Of course,
fucking
but like she's
sentence.
probably gonna do like a month and then community service after that. Yeah.
Right, and now they talked to the two guys. They lost their football scholarship.
Jesus.
They lost their sponsorships. They lost their career. The guys are like, "I am so upset. I lost everything." He goes, "You don't understand. I was working hard in college. Like I was doing well, and I was a star
Yeah.
on my team.
Yeah.
And I had college. Like I was gonna go to the NFL, and they go, everything got taken away because that girl decided she didn't want to look like a slut, so she wanted to say that we did something.
Yeah,
and
there
we
you
did
go.
nothing.
You see?
Now those people are the ones that are going to ruin everything for the people that actually are victims.
Obviously.
to
Well,
these,
there you go.
To these problems.
It just makes it messes up the dialogue for this even further down the line.
Right.
Because I feel like this is I understand it's a very delicate topic. It is.
It
I mean,
is.
it's about sexual assault, for Christ's sake.
Right.
But we have to, as individuals, we have to sit down. We have to talk about it in a responsible manner. We go, okay, explain what happened. We have to hear both sides of the story. How severe is it? Because
Right.
sometimes there'll be women who literally claim they were sexually assaulted because they went to a club one night and some guy grabbed them by the ass,
Right.
and that's it.
that was
Now let me tell you something. That's what I remember when Matt Damon said something about there's a silver lining with this,
right.
and people went berserk. Realistically speaking, yes, there is, and let me tell you why. A guy who roofies a girl and has his way with her, that's a disgusting piece of shit.
That's rape.
A guy who stalks somebody at night, a woman, and throws her on the floor and has his way with it. That's a piece of shit. You deserve
That
to
is
go
a
to
piece
jail
of
for
shit.
that. You're an evil
deserve to
fucking
get
human
your
being.
balls cut off.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
deserve
you
to be
need.
castrated for that shit.
Right.
Now, to put a guy who you saw at the club and grabbed you by the ass saying you got a nice ass, to put him in the same category as a fucking rapist irritates me.
Right.
Because let me tell you something. Do I condone that type of those type of actions? No. It's a dick move.
Yeah,
But that's
it
as
is.
far as it goes. Okay, he's a
You're a
douchebag.
piece of shit,
He
yeah.
grabs your ass. It was inappropriate. What can you do? There's a bunch
Slap
of
him in the fucking face
Yeah,
and
slap
move
him,
on.
call him a prick, and move on.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody. Every girl's gonna experience that from now and then. Guys, when they get excited, they do stupid shit.
Yeah, let's be real.
Girls do the same thing.
Right.
There's no difference, but it's like guys are the only ones being called out for their inappropriate actions when they how they act around women. Women
Right.
are never being called out for what they do. I've heard a lot of crazy shit about what women have said to men, what they have done, their personal sex life. If you hear what
Right.
women like in the bedroom, you go, what the hell?
Right.
That's what turns you on? And
Yeah.
you're getting mad because some douchebag slapped your ass at a club? I can't stand that. That comes off really hypocritical.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, it's like the story you told me, the one with the woman,
Which
and
one?
the one with, like, the guy was like she cheated on the guy, and then she
Oh
went back
my
home.
god, don't even get me started. That
Yeah, no, see,
It
that's
was-
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something like that, though. Like you, and then like and again, I'm not saying every woman's a fucking freak like this person you told me about, but it's like,
yeah.
but then it's like you are doing stupid shit too, but no one's saying anything.
That's
to
what I'm
you.
saying. Like, if you're gonna call out if you're gonna call out a man for his shit,
Yeah.
I'm all for that. You're gonna have to call out a woman for her shit too if she does something stupid as well.
Right. Right.
I can't stand this. Women are perfect little princesses. They do nothing wrong, and men are disgusting pigs.
Yeah. Not
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
is
yeah.
like a
We are.
disgusting
They're
prick.
the guys are disgusting pigs.
Not everyone though.
Not everybody. I'm not. I'm saying generally speaking.
Right.
And not all women are fucking princesses either.
Right. Exactly.
Let's fucking be honest here.
Yeah. There's guys that you know that have been with one woman their whole fucking life.
Yeah. And it's like, women always think it's like, oh, men are pigs, this and that. It's just,
That's the stereotype that we get nowadays. It's
Yeah.
upsetting, you know.
I mean, for example, now that we're on the Me Too topic, you ever heard of that whole, it happened a few months ago. It was a scandal, obviously. This guy who went to a good ass college, apparently. He was applying for a really good college.
Okay.
This girl basically accused him that he raped her.
All right. No, I
Now-
haven't heard this.
Now, this was before any evidence. Okay?
Okay.
She raped her. He apparently lost his scholarship, couldn't get into the college, something like that.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it because I forgot what specifically happened to him, but it definitely ruined his education. Now, he claimed that didn't happen, that they consented, like two adults. They did have sex,
Right.
but he said it was consensual. She was completely okay with it. That wasn't enough. Until actual footage of the bar that they were at, actual evidence came out showing her literally taking initiative the entire time. She was all over him. This guy was basically just sitting down, standing still for the majority of the fucking video.
Really?
Just sitting there, like she would jump on him. She would sit on his lap. She's like fucking dancing. She's like making out with him. She grabs him. She pulls him out. She takes him outside. They get into a cab together. She takes him back to her dorm room. Then there's actual footage of them in the dorm room where she's talking to the security guard. They're going up. They go and they have sex.
But she claimed.
But she claims next morning he raped me. Meanwhile, there's literally proof evidence that she was the one that wanted to initiate what happened between them.
Now you see stories like that, right? Make you not want to believe a woman. Can you imagine the girl that got raped by that guy Brock Holt or whatever? No, that's his name.
That
Brock-
stupid white jackass, the swimming
that's,
fucking.
That's a baseball. Brock Holt's a baseball.
Yeah.
player. No,
I forgot his name. He just.
It's Brock something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was his fucking name.
Brook-
That piece of shit.
Yeah.
Now imagine that woman going up to people and be like, "Oh, this guy raped." Like if there was no evidence, because apparently
If there was
he got
no.
caught.
Yeah, he got caught by some like
People. It
I
was
think
two
they were.
people,
I think
right?
like foreigners or some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, I think like tourists or something.
But
like
now imagine she goes up to them and let's say all these stories you heard, and you're like, and you tell her, you're fucking lying. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself. Imagine how bad you feel when you find out it really
that.
happened.
Are you kidding me? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like that woman would probably feel like shit.
That guy deserves to be That guy deserves his dick and balls.
But you
cut
see what
off.
pisses me off? This is what I can't stand. He only got like 6 months
Yeah.
of what was it?
Like community service.
Community service. Are you kidding me? They're saying, oh, they don't. What did the judge say again?
Not even the judge. The father had the balls to be like, my son is going through a lot.
Yeah, I don't want this to ruin his his education. Or
well,
he was in the
geez.
swimming team. Oh, this would really affect his
Jeez, I'm sorry that your son decided to rape a woman.
Yeah, it's like I don't give a shit if he swims. Good for him.
Let him sink.
Yeah,
That's what you need to
stupid
do. Hold him
jackass.
down under the thing. Throw him down to the fucking
Yeah,
pool to the bubble.
tie some cinder blocks to his legs. Then he can practice all night.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm
disgusting.
saying. Yeah.
Apparently he drugged her and then he brought her
behind a dumpster.
behind a dumpster and he had his way with her.
Yeah.
You believe that fucking prick?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like.
It's
now,
like honestly, as a society, I think we have this whole scenario messed up.
Yeah, it's
we
completely,
we take this and we don't think logically. We don't act accordingly to the moment.
No.
A guy like that, who actually deserved to be punished, didn't.
Yeah.
And then a guy who, did the most minimum shit
Right.
is being, kind of like blacklisted and shit like that. Their careers are ruined. It's like, yo, come on, man.
Bro, that's the sad part. It's like no matter what, it'll never change. It's like, us as human beings, it shouldn't even be looked as male or female. This whole MeToo movement thing going on.
Yeah.
It should be looked at something happened that was wrong. So you should band together.
Yeah.
Guy and girl, man and woman, human to human should band together and actually support those who were actually raped. And I'm talking about actually sexually assaulted, not the ones that are hearsay. There's evidence, you look at the evidence. Let me tell you something. The one thing I respect, and I'll be real, and like people can call me a piece of shit if they want. The one thing I do respect from Melania Trump, she did say that. She was like, I want to see the evidence.
Yeah, of course.
Her husband's a piece of trash.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, she was like, fine, you're saying he did this shit to you? Show me the fucking evidence. I get it, that's her husband, she's defending him. But that's a good way
But
of
realistically
thinking, 'cause-
speaking, you need it. You can't just take a person's word for it. People lie, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Especially people that are trying to ruin someone's reputation who has a lot of power.
Yeah.
You want them to, like, they want to ruin their reputation because they have power. Or because they have fame and wealth.
Yeah, it's kind of like, let me tell you something. If they did what they did, they deserve to be punished for it. But one thing that, let me tell you something. This specific topic that I'm about to bring up right now is very sensitive amongst the Me Too movement. And I don't want people to get the wrong idea. But I have to say it anyway. We have to teach women to stand up for themselves in the right moments.
Right.
Instead of hesitating for years and years and years.
Right.
And then later on saying, oh, I was sexually assaulted.
Exactly.
If you really were sexually assaulted, I really feel for you. That's a tragedy. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that.
Right.
But you're telling me this happened 40 years ago. What am I as an individual that has nothing to do with it? What do you want me to do? You want me to sympathize with you? I will. But at the same time, if I have no proof and it's been this long and you waited this long, and ironically you bring it up when to your benefit, when all of a sudden somebody's becoming really popular and famous, or this Me Too movie comes out, I can't help but think, I'm like, considering the whole scenario, it's like I really need proof, and I'm sorry, but I can't help you out here.
Right, exactly. They need to come clean during the time that it happens. I get it. A lot of people say they get scared, but at the end of the day, what makes you come out years later? Like, why all of a sudden you're not scared anymore?
That's what I'm talking about. The girl that accused was it Dustin Hoffman? 40 years it took for her to tell somebody that apparently he sexually assaulted her. They were at a party and she was underage. Why she was at a party where there was a bunch of adults drinking alcohol and she was underage, I don't know what it was, but apparently I think like he groped her or something like that.
Okay.
Now, I'm not defending the guy. If he did that, that's disgusting. She was underage. Take it easy, buddy.
Relax there, dude. Yeah.
But
it's like, dude, you're an older guy. You should know. Unless she didn't say her age. But I'm not saying that's a reason. But I'm saying
that's not a reason. But it's like
people should know. I mean, you look kind of young. I mean, not anybody nowadays because everybody seems like they look older.
Yeah.
But back then, come on.
Yeah. So it's like hearing that story. It's like you can't agree with her, but then you can't defend Dustin Hoffman.
Right.
Because it's like, yo, this happened 40 years ago. What are we gonna say here? Where's the evidence?
Like, what do you want to
how,
happen?
yeah, how do I know you're not lying? How do I know he's not lying?
Right. Exactly.
You understand? It's like, so either way, it's just kind of like, this is a scenario where it's between you two, and the rest of us just have to walk away and be like, whatever, it is what it is.
It is, yeah.
It's sad because it's like, you don't want to say that to a person that has gone through something, but then again,
yeah, I mean,
nothing can dude, it's been too long, man.
You know, it's funny too. It's like one last story. There's this guy going to like a different aspect of this whole thing going on, this whole like Me Too thing going on. There's a YouTuber who, like, he was part of a channel.
Okay.
It was like a gaming channel,
Mm-hmm.
and he was accused by roommates. This girl,
Okay.
who was like
Multiple roommates?
one,
okay.
and friends, like
Okay.
3 other girls.
Okay.
Apparently she was like, oh yeah, you know, his house was very cultish, and
Okay.
she goes, you know, she was like, oh, I went to sleep, and I woke up, and he was inside me.
Okay.
And he goes, oh, it's fine, I'm, you know, I can do whatever I want because I'm a celebrity. But not a celebrity, but I'm a, you know, YouTube
Yeah,
personality
you're a
or
piece of
influencer,
shit,
whatever the
that's
fuck it's
true.
called. But that's the thing. It's like, this happened 6, 7, 8 years ago,
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
And then he had to leave his job
All
on
right.
the channel. He left because he didn't want to get the channel in trouble.
Yeah.
And now like 3 other girls came out. But the funny thing is like, again, I'm not defending this guy because I don't know what the fuck happened. But it's kind of weird because like all the other girls' stories had the same writing. Like the first girl, she
What
was like,
do you mean?
so the first girl that he said when she woke up he was inside her, she's like, oh, I felt like a deer in headlights.
Okay.
The second girl goes, oh yeah, whatever, something happened, he sexually assaulted me, I felt like a deer in headlights.
Okay.
Some people are like,
Well,
whoa,
that there's some room for like improvising how you want to see that.
right.
That could just be, I guess that's their favorite
but
metaphor, or
different
yeah,
people?
or it sounds very scripted as well.
Right, and
Yeah.
here's the thing. So then he left the channel, and he made he didn't come out publicly. He didn't say anything, but
Mhm.
he made like a song. He came out with a song,
Okay.
and like he was talking about her in the song. Like,
Yeah.
because, you know, again, it happened, and he's talking about her, and he's like, you know, you tried to come into Hollywood, and you wanted to make it big, so I let you live in my house.
Okay.
No rent, you didn't pay anything, I bought you food. So this was in the lyrics in the
Yeah.
song. And then, like, you know, there was another girl in the song with him who was friends with her and him, and she was like, yeah, you know, in the song, while she's talking in the song, she's, you know, she's singing it, but she goes, yeah, you know, you were always very sexual with me, and you were always kind of like exploring.
Yeah.
So how are you calling him out on his shit, saying that he raped you when you always did shit to like kind of steal his shit away
Yeah.
from like other women?
Yeah.
I don't know if you were jealous or whatever. And then it's funny because then after like a few months, she took down the tweet of what he did to her. And I think the other girl, I don't know if the other girl took it down or not, but the original one did. So it's like, who do you believe now?
Yeah,
Did it really happen to you? I feel so fucking bad if
That's-
it did.
yeah.
The guy's a piece of shit.
Obviously, yeah.
He deserves never to come back to being
Yeah.
a star. But why would you delete it? Leave it up. I get it. You're getting hate. But guess what? A lot of women get hate for calling a guy out on their shit.
Yeah.
But then again, if it's real, you have to stick by it.
Yeah, 'cause-
Stay on the fucking thing. Be like, yo, I stick by this shit.
Obviously. But that's the reason why I tell you this. That's the reason why I don't. Every time I hear that something's happening in Hollywood, I immediately turn off the TV.
Right.
Or I change the channel. I take off Instagram. I'm just like, what do you want just an average Joe kid from New York to do? Or anybody.
Right.
We're not involved in this. Deal with it yourselves.
Yeah.
You want the entire world to just choose sides, and that's why this world's going to hell. Because
Yeah.
literally everything comes up, and then people just start choosing sides, and then people get mad at each other. Think about it. We have this opinion right now. You know how many people are listening to this right now thinking, oh, what pieces of shit. I can't believe they're judging women. They're victim shaming. Like, after all we just said, people will still believe that that's what we're doing.
Right.
Even if we just said from a neutral standpoint, you defend who's right and you call out who's wrong, there'll be people defending that
Of
shit.
course, that's no matter what.
Yeah. So that's
I'm
what.
fine with that.
Yeah,
I don't care.
No,
I stick by my morals.
Obviously.
I'm mutual in this decision. I
Me
want
too.
everybody to be.
me too. But the whole hashtag me too. No, but the whole thing is that like it just separates people. People
Right.
start feeling more uncomfortable. It makes no sense. How are you uncomfortable with me because of something that happened in someone else's life in Hollywood?
Right.
You have your stance, and I respect you for it. Respect me for my stance.
Right. Exactly.
It's not important in our lives. It's
I
just a
love how-
discussion.
I love that though. I love how this is what separated people. You know, we survived racism. We survived so many different things that could separate us. Yet this is what's separating human beings
So
nowadays.
to be honest, kid, so many
Fucking crazy.
things are, and it's just people are these days are just so fragile. It's like you can't be honest anymore because if your
No.
honesty offends somebody, they'll badmouth you. It's like, dude, I really don't care.
Yeah, go ahead, have fun. At this point, I don't really
I'm
give a
perfectly
shit.
okay with people having different opinions.
Yeah.
I can disagree with you 100%.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. We'll agree to disagree. We'll live our lives. We won't talk about this anymore. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, hey, look. At the end of the day, they gotta live with it, not us. We're just average people.
Yeah.
Nothing fucking happens. Blah blah blah. Who gives a shit at this point?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I don't know. That's my, side of it. That's what I wanted to talk about.
It's our basic take on the whole
pretty much
scenario.
our feelings on what we feel about this whole bullshit celebrity scandal.
Yeah.
Listen, if you hate it that much, look, don't follow celebrities.
Don't
That's
follow-
the way to put it.
But yeah, all right.
All right.
Well, that's it for us here at A Gentleman's Guide for Dummies. I hope everyone enjoys this podcast and has a wonderful day.
Have a great day, guys.
All right.